Hey everybody, Jeff with the Outdoor Report. I appreciate everybody listening as always, and so do the folks from KGVE. We all appreciate that, and would a reminder, make sure you visit grandfishingreport.com Facebook page group, and you'll get a lot of information. You can keep up with everything that's going on, whether you're around the shores of Grand Lake or you're off somewhere else. You can keep up with what's going on, and we hope that you participate, and we hope that you post some pictures. Send us some pictures of your kids or grandkids, your wife, your favorite fishing dog, whatever it might be when you're out there fishing or on Grand Lake. We don't care if it's a small white bass or, a 2-pound crappie or a big old catfish. We just want to see some pictures and hear from all of the people at Grand Lake that are out there enjoying themselves catching fish. Not a whole lot's changed from last week. Still a tremendous amount of fish up at Twin Bridges. Now, we are expected to get quite a bit of rain, and I do think if we do, as high as saturated as the watershed is up in Kansas right now and Missouri, that we could get some runoff, and the runoff would probably just make the river muddy for a few days, but it will also pull more fish up toward Twin Bridges, up Spring River, up toward Miami on the Neosho River. If we get any significant flow at all, there'll be people snagging paddlefish like crazy up at the park, the Low Water Dam in Miami. And just a reminder as well, make sure that you use a barbless treble hook or you will get a ticket. Those guys, game wardens that we have, they will be patrolling right there at, the Low Water Dam Park in Miami. Riverview Park, I think is what it's called. So just a reminder to make sure you use a barbless treble hook. And be careful out there. Sometimes that can get pretty dangerous with everybody throwing big hooks and sinkers at each other from one side of the river to the other. There's been a few accidents over the years, and I've seen things get pretty wild, but it is a tremendous place to snag paddlefish from the bank if you've never done that. So you might want to go over there and just watch and see how things are done before you walk right down to the bank and try to do it yourself. Hayden Williams Guide Services has been catching a lot of crappie. The wind has just been driving him nuts this last week. We had a whole bunch of wind before this rain showed up here toward the end of the week. But he's been sending me pictures of really nice fish. He's been catching on the Lucky Bug. He's been using the Thunderstorm color a lot. And he's also been using the Desert Hero, and he's been using the purple and pink. I can't remember what we call that one right offhand, but those are the colors that he's been doing really well with at the lake. Our friend Matt Dodge has been catching some really nice fish on the USA colored swimming minnow. John Lewis sent me some pictures of Matt, and Matt's been fishing down below the dam at Grand, and then Matt also caught some really nice catfish fishing some shallow water up in the upper end of the lake, I think over towards Sailboat Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. And he's fishing for blue cats off the bank, using shad as bait, and been doing really well. And he always has some nice reports on Grand Fishing Report Facebook group. A reminder, grandfishingreport.com website is now up. And, you can go there and you can see who sponsors Grand Fishing Report. If you would like to sponsor grandfishingreport.com, it gets a lot of traffic. So if you're a local business and you think that's something you might be interested in, you can message us right there. And that's pretty exciting to get the old website back up and going. But the hot places to fish right now are going to be in the docks for crappie. They're going to be shallow water for blue catfish, channel catfish. Shallow water from a foot to about 6 foot deep. You can catch a lot of fish from Three Fingers north, paddlefish up towards Twin Bridges. Above Twin Bridges, white bass and crappie. Swimming minnow would be a tremendous product up there, old school color, black and chartreuse, knockout, chartreuse and white. Those are going to be great colors of swimming minnows to use up there. So anyway, just a little bit more information about Lucky Strike. We would sure appreciate it if you would visit luckystrike.com, L-U-C-K-E strike.com. And I would appreciate it if you went into your area dealer here around the Grand Lake and ask for some Lucky Strike products and tell them you heard it from Jeff on the radio. We're starting to get some inventory build up, and we would like to get these products stocked around the lake, and they can reach out to us and get some of that Lucky Strike stuff. There's going to be some really cool things coming out here, and we're really a lot of stuff we'll be showing at the ICAST show in July of this year. That's been my really big push to get the whole assortment done and put together. So we have all of these new Toby Keith items coming out at ICAST this year. It's going to be a big show for us, and we'll be talking to a lot of dealers and distributors and chain stores around the country out there in July of this year. So anyway, I would appreciate it if you would ask them for those products. They're tremendous products. They work great around the shores of Grand Lake. And anyway, good luck out there. This is going to be a great weekend to fish if you can beat the rain. And just wait for that river to come back down a little bit. There's going to be a lot of fish move up into the upper end of the lake over this next week. Hey, we'll catch you later.